Here is another way of repeating what I did before the break. We have the human ego. The diagram of the human being lying on the earth, flat, facing east. Astral from the west, physical current from the north, etheric current from the south. Yeah, you're with me? And it is front and back. And because he's in the flat, these are the diagonals. Yeah? There we are. And then we had this incarnation of the real being of man, the archetypal ego, into the physical. So, for the world itself, the ego is here, in the north. And the physical comes from the east. So this is a diagram for the earth itself. And this is a transformation, inversion of what we had before. Because the whole planet is in development. So things change gradually. It goes slowly, but it changes. It changes gradually. Now, if you imagine yourself a human being like this on the earth, here we have the diagram. I can't do it only like this. And then you flip it over, and then you look at the earth, and then this, now you see the human being on the back, but when you look at the earth, it's standing like that and face you. Yeah, facing you? Yeah. So this is a diagram of the earth looking towards you. Yeah. So here we had a human being. I'd only do the head, and you see the back. But here you have a human being, and it has. Well, let's like it facing you. Yeah. So then this is his right side, and that is his left side. Yes, you see, this is my left side. I'm here, I'm an extra lesson teacher. We always are with the children, so I do this. This is my left, and that is my right. And now I turn. This is my right, that is my left. You see? So I'm coming from a spatial into a soul level, soul plane. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the original spatial situation. Now something is inverted, and we come into a next level. So here we are in the social, in the soul realm. So here we have the physical from the right, from his left, his with a capital H, and this is the etheric. The astral is here, and the ego is there. So now we see that the astral comes from the south. For this blue one, astral is from the south, the etheric is from the west, the physical is from the east, and the ego is from the north. So we have two diagrams, the diagram for the human being and the diagram for the world itself, the world being, which is a being, of course. And that's how they come together. And now, this is interesting. I already spoke about the sunset and sunrise and sunset during winter and during summer. You remember? So at Easter and Saint Michael, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. But in winter time, Christmas time, the sun rises in the southeast and sets in the southwest. And in summertime, Johanni time, St. John, it's rising in the northeast and it sets in the northwest. So between northeast and southeast, there is this angle. So this is 45 degrees, and that is 45 degrees. That's this angle. Now, we could do it, but I'll just show you. When you're standing like this, you don't see you hardly see your hands. So when you move your hands a little bit, you can see your arms. There's something in the periphery, but when you really want to see your hands clearly, you make this. Now I can see my hands, but you see which angle that is? That's 90 degrees. So there's the sun in the winter. There's the sun in the summer. And the sun is connected with our eyes. And this angle is exactly the same angle that you can see. That's the angle of your eyes. You see this 90-degree angle. And the horizon of the equator is here. So that's 45 degrees. This 45 degrees, half 90 degrees, half a right angle, is here. And really, when you take a mirror, just take a mirror. This mirror, beauty mirror, ladies have in their bag to take. Yeah, you have them. I don't have them. Take it and put it here, upright, next to this diagram. And in the mirror, you will see this diagram. It's a mirroring process. Yesterday, we spoke about mirroring processes. Take a mirror and put it there. And you will see this diagram. So it's from the physical mirrored into the spiritual. Or into the soul realm. Let's say that. Yeah? Yeah?
This figure on the vertical,
yeah?
on the horizontal, is, are we looking at the back of his head?
Yeah. Yeah. In the Catholic Church, and I think also in the Christian community, when priests are, how do you say that, initiated? I think they are, that's initiated. They are supposed to lie in front of the altar, on their tummy, like that, in prayer, like that, or maybe, I don't know, and flat. I think that's the picture.
Are we looking at the back of his head or the side of his head?
The back. This is hair. Didn't you see that? This is hair. Yeah, at the back of his head. So. At the back of his head. Yeah? And where is the altar?
In the east.
In the east. So this is the picture. Being initiated in front of the altar. And I think also all cathedrals, also I think all temples were oriented towards the east. The only exception is Chartres Cathedral. But Chartres Cathedral is facing northeast. Because that's connected with the Celtic mysteries. Celtic? Yeah, Celtic. And they had this midsummer sun to orientate on. And I think also old synagogues are also where is that called tabernacle? Yeah, it's also on the east. It's also in the east. So they are facing east. So that is very rooted deeply into what we have here, just as geometry forms. Now what you see is that you have 6 currents here, 6 currents there. That makes 12. And whenever there's 6 or whenever there's 12, there is this relation to the signs of the zodiac. Now what we can do, this is a physical picture. So we see the ego is coming in and the astral is coming in and so forth. When we really want to go into an astral, let's say into astral space, we have to mirror it in an astral way. So when this is coming down, when the ego force is coming down, in the astral space it's going up. So it's reversed. You see, so this is all coming to a center. It comes to a center. It comes to a center. It comes to a center. So you have here point, where my heart is. My heart is a point where all these currents come together. But imagine yourself that this heart is in the periphery. You invert it and there is the heart. You see, so point, periphery. Meditate that this point of your heart, where all these currents come together in the heart, is not here in the center, but in the periphery. And the whole thing is inverted.